Shelter is a basic human necessity. It is as fundamental as food or water or clothing. At Legal Services of Northern Virginia, helping tenants who are facing housing insecurity is one of our highest priorities.
Preserving housing helps both clients and communities. Homelessness impacts families' health, kids' success in school, job security, and more. Preventing eviction can save community dollars by avoiding shelter costs and other expensive social services.
I'll just tell you as a judge, in terms of emotion and karma and suffering, these are the worst cases we hear, by far. So it's a disaster, especially when there's a little kid. A 6-year-old doesn't expect to be kicked out of their house.
In Virginia eviction cases, approximately 70% of landlords are represented by an attorney. In comparison, only 1% of tenants have legal representation.
Tenants often have legal defenses in eviction cases or affirmative claims they could bring against their landlords.
But without legal representation, tenants often struggle to be heard in the court process.
I did everything the right, appropriate way, and I approached with compassion. I have no working stove, I don't have a bathroom door, I don't have a working toilet. I listed my problems, and unfortunately, it left me with no other solution but to allow them to evict me and make all these accusations and just fight them legally.
Every tenant's situation is different. We often represent tenants who are at risk of losing their housing because of a landlord's bad actions.
Many landlords charge tenants illegal fees or use unlawful billing practices.
Housing complex here, they have a habit of increasing your rent, and I try to work with them, and that was a one-sided deal. They didn't want to work with me. Immediately they put a notice, on my door. Then 2 days later they're taking me to court.
We see tenants who have been illegally discriminated against. Other times, we face property managers who are retaliating against tenants because the tenant tried to ask for repairs.
The maintenance man had decided that he didn't like us, and he followed me from my bathroom into my living room, screaming at me, telling me that I'm disrespectful, just yelling things at me.
Whatever the legal issue is, we are so privileged to stand and fight with tenants in court to ensure that they can enforce their legal rights.
I told a legal services lawyer from the bench, when she walks into a room, the case gets dropped. People are fighting. They're there to wage war.
Some of the tenants we represent have fallen upon hard times. They just need more time to catch up on rent.
Sometimes the business is good, sometimes no good. And I work for myself. I have corona, and I'm not getting enough for my rent and something like that. I call, and they help me to pay me.
An eviction case is one of the fastest court proceedings in Virginia, with a hearing happening within a few weeks.
And where I practice, it's very important to understand a case can be lost because something was not filed in time. Not only do we understand the deadlines, we understand what has to be put into that pleading.
At LSNV, we help tenants negotiate with their landlord so that the tenant has enough time to get rental assistance, or if necessary, has enough time to safely move and avoid an eviction judgment.
Right, I still have some of the tenants that I've represented will send me a hello, and honestly, they didn't remain in the residence, right? They had to move out, but it's how they had to move out. They were able to sort of do it on their own terms.
Tenants are 7 times more likely to prevail at trial when they are represented by an attorney.
Unfortunately, LSNV doesn't have the resources to represent all the tenants who need us. We work hard to coordinate with volunteer pro bono attorneys and local community partners.
These efforts extend LSNV's reach and result in more clients being served.
Just knowing the 1 or 2 hours I spent with that person that morning made a whole difference into how they navigated the rest of the year. That's what makes a difference to me.
Having an attorney can dramatically impact the outcome of cases for tenants.
Legal aid lawyers help to level the playing field and provide greater access to justice. As a result, both our clients and the whole community benefit.
If I ever hear of anybody else, getting caught between a rock and a hard place, at least I can point them in the right direction. I won't know the outcome, but at least they'll be in the right ballpark.
For this work to truly succeed, we need your help.
With your financial support and with volunteer attorneys taking on pro bono cases, we can make sure that the basic necessity of shelter is valued and protected in Northern Virginia.
Connect with LSNV staff and visit our website, lsnv.org, to learn more. Thank you.